Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, people out there. How you doing? It is currently 8:30 a.m. Central European Time, 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3:30 p.m. for our friends in Hong Kong and the Philippines. How you doing out there, folks? Oh my God, it's the start of another week, and as always, I thoroughly tortured the elves this morning, and they provided us with a fun lineup. In today's 100 Humans, I asked them excuses for not going to the gym. Excuses for not going to the gym. Excusas para no ir al gimnasio. In today's Complete the News, we'll find out who or what Colombia is going to war with. Entra en guerra, go to war. Oh, Natch, we're on fire today. We've only just started, it's Monday. And if we've got time, we'll find out what Boris Johnson asked scientists. Preguntó a los científicos. And we have an incredible unpopular opinion for you today, which is bellies, barrigas, would you say, Natch, in Spanish? Bellies are preferable to a six-pack. Now, six-pack, los abdominales, pero ¿cómo lo dices en plan?
La tableta.
La tableta. Because the translation elf said, un paquete de seis. And that's beer, isn't it?
Yes.
Una tableta. Como chocolate. All right. Oh, dude. There we go. We're on fire. So bellies are preferable to six-packs. But before we go there, guys, I'm here, you're here, Natch is here. Let's find out what's going on in the world. The bridge here says, poor elves, I feel so sorry for them. Don't. That's what they were put on Earth for. To be kidnapped and used as in endangered servitude. Ask Santa Claus. We all know. We've got Born to Iron Man, Vero, Coco Lavanda, and The Bridge, and Pedro joining us in the chat. If you want to be as cool as the people joining us in our live audience, all you have to do is go to twitch.tv/professional bohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. Or you can go to, if you want to interact with us outside of our show, you can do that on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian, or on Instagram, instagram.com/professional bohemian. Could I make it any easy for you? I think not. How you doing, Natch?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. It's the start of another week. Another short week. How does anyone in Spain get anything done this time of year? Is there a week with no, like, there's a holiday on Thursday, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's very happy about that. Well, me too, but I'm coming to the end of a big project, and I just want to get it done to book my Christmas holidays. I bought my flight, Natch. I'm going to England. I'm going to see Mama Bo. Do you know how much it cost? 570-something euros, the flight to England and back. 500, well, for two of us. But because, you know, I'm vying for boyfriend of the year. 570-odd euros, dude. That's like, I wouldn't pay that to go to the Caribbean, man. Oh, it pained me. It pained me. Let's see what people in the chat are saying. Rob, following Santa's lead. Yeah, I'm like a postmodern Santa Claus. How was the weekend, dude?
Nice. I slept well.
Oh, dude.
Played with my kids. Yeah.
Magic. I binge watched. I went to Izzy's house. I binge watched the entirety of Our Flag Means Death. Es una serie de televisión. It's a TV series about pirates, sobre piratas, and it's based on a true story. Hilarious. And I came home with lentils, homemade lentils. I'm going to eat them tonight. So my apologies in advance, Natch. And my apologies to all the people who have to share a metro carriage with me in Madrid tomorrow morning. Oh, let's see what's going on in the world, shall we? Okay. This piece of news coming from swissinfo.ch. Swissinfo. Sperm quality is harmed by frequent mobile phone use. Sperm quality harmed by frequent mobile phone use. El uso frecuente del móvil perjudica la calidad del esperma. So if you're anything like me, you're sat on yours right now. Yeah, I just see everybody from now on sending smoke signals. Yeah, this is apparently a true story. A Swiss study has found that frequent mobile phone use can negatively impact sperm quality. Men who use their mobile phones more than 20 times a day have significantly lower concentration compared to those who use their phones less. The study conducted by the Swiss Tropical and Public Health Institute and University of Geneva analyzed the sperm. Oh my God, what a horrible job. Analyzed the sperm of 2,886 men aged 18 to 22 over a period from 2005 to 2018, making it the largest study of its kind to date. While the study found no effect on sperm mobility and morphology, and no link between phone location and sperm quality, co-author Martin Roosli emphasized the need for further research. There you go. I mean, you know, I have not. I mean, sorry, I've already missed the boat on being a dad. Do you worry about this? Nat, where are people holding their mobile phones? How are people using their mobile phones that it's affecting the sperm?
Well, I guess they have it. I changed it the pocket that I used to wear it.
Are you wearing it in the back pocket now?
And yes.
So now you
maybe perjudicando another parts of my body. But
now your poo is looser.
Yeah.
It hasn't affected the poo
Poor
mobility. Yes, poor quality poo. Oh, how are you doing, Min? Joining us all the way from the Netherlands in the chat. He says, good morning. Well, I guess my sperm is dead. I only use my phone like 3 times a day from breakfast to lunch, from lunch to dinner, and from dinner until bed. True story. That's true, actually. I didn't consider that. I carry it around in my pocket. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, we have to expect a little give and take. We have the sum total of the world's knowledge on a little black rectangle, you know, and we pay for that with our sperm quality, not the mobility. Your poo's fast, Natch. It's just not the same quality. All right, next. Okay, this piece of news coming from The Motley Fool. Motley. Spell Motley, The Motley Fool. Okay, is this a source to be trusted, Rob? You've never spoken of The Motley Fool before. It's a newsletter and website about investment. So it is a reliable source, but as all things to do with financial investment, you know, it's a gamble. You know, it's gambling, legalized gambling. Okay. Minasia, do people who don't use it that often, don't carry it around in their pockets? I sit on mine just to make sure. Just to make sure I'm really killing those little guys. Only the strong survive. Anyway, so here we go. US money supply is doing something not seen since the Great Depression. And a big move in stocks may follow. I understand that not all of you are into investment and investing, but it is interesting nonetheless. US money supply. La oferta monetaria del Estados Unidos, does that make sense? Yeah, maybe. Is doing something not seen since the Great Depression. La oferta monetaria de los Estados Unidos está haciendo algo que no se veía desde la Gran Depresión. Y podría producirse un gran movimiento en las acciones. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit. The article from The Motley Fool discusses a significant decline in the US money supply, M2 for short, M2, which has not been seen since the Great Depression. M2, which indicates checking deposits and easily convertible near money, has decreased over 3% from the previous year and 4.37% from its peak in July 2022. This contraction of money supply could signal downturns, as historically such declines have led to deflationary depressions with high unemployment rates. Yeah. This is kind of worrying because the American economy has its tendrils all over the world, and when America enters into a depression or a recession, let's not be as doom and gloom about this. It has massive impacts all over the world. And with that said, the Federal Reserve's current understanding of monetary policy tools may mitigate the risk of a severe depression. Additionally, commercial bank credit has also been seen a notable decrease. So yeah, if you have money invested in stocks or maybe even the American stock market, that's something to pay attention to. Okay, and finally, we're going to go into some science news. Woo! Hundreds of stars have vanished without a trace. Where did they go? Hundreds of stars have vanished without a trace. Han desaparecido, Nach. Where did they go? Cientos de estrellas han desaparecido sin dejar rastro. Without a trace. ¿A dónde han ido? The article from IFL Science, a publication that's creeping up more and more in the show. I'm becoming a fan. The article from IFL Science discusses a mysterious disappearance of approximately 100 stars, which were noted as missing by the Vanishing and appearing sources during a century of observations. The project, which compared historical images from the US Naval Observatory with more recent images, initially identified 150,000 potential vanished stars before narrowing it down to 100 solid candidates. The phenomenon of stars vanishing is unusual, since stars typically dim or explode but don't just disappear. Theories explaining this include failed supernova, where a star collapses into a black hole. So basically, they've been eaten by a black hole. Gravitational lensing, which, to my understanding, is gravity bends around a very an object of extreme mass and produces a lens that bends the light around it. Actually, that's not in the article, Nats. That's genuine Rob knowledge. Can you believe that? That's too much time spent watching documentaries. That's what that is. Gravitational lensing or transient light events like gamma ray bursts. Hundreds of stars, Natch, disappeared. Oh my God. So when your family pet dies and your mum says, now they're a star in the sky. Well, now Fluffy's gone. So deal with it. The stars have disappeared, says the bridge. Yeah, what are we going to do? All right, friends. On that note, let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
All right, friends. Unpopular opinion time. As always, I start the unpopular opinions with a poll, and I post it the day before each show. And my friends on Instagram, the followers on Instagram at Professional Bohemian, they opine first. Today's unpopular opinion is a belly, barriga, a belly is preferable to six-pack abs. Las barrigas son preferibles a una tableta. Thank you, Natch. So there you go.
Nivelazo.
Thank you. He gave me that nivelazo for retaining that information. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate your constant support. On Instagram, what do you think they said?
50-50.
Wow, dude, well done. It's almost 50-50.
50% men, 50% women.
52% said false. I would consider that negligible. You know? I would consider that negligible. That's 52. A lot of people voted, but 2% difference. Come on. So yeah, bellies are preferable to six-pack abs. As always, I thoroughly tortured the elves, and they provided me with some pros and cons. Let's get into those. In the pro column, agreeing with the statement that bellies are preferable to six-pack abs. Bellies can be seen as a sign of a relaxed approach to life and a focus on comfort over appearance. This can make individuals with bellies more relatable to the average person who may not have time or desire to maintain a six-pack. True story. True story. The world's superheroes. Embracing a belly over a chiseled torso can be seen as a rejection of society's often unrealistic and rigid beauty standards, which can contribute to a healthier body image and self-esteem for many. True story. I mean, we often talk about like the feminine beauty ideal, right? And how unfair it is. Yeah, let's I mean, not every man has to have a six-pack. All bodies matter, friends. Okay, next, in the pro column, also. In some cultures, having a belly is associated with prosperity, happiness, and social status, while a six-pack might not hold the same significance. Yeah, it only means sexiness. And finally, in the pro column, striving for a six-pack can sometimes lead to unhealthy behaviors, such as extreme dieting or over-exercising. A belly within a healthy body weight range may reflect a more balanced, less obsessive approach to health and fitness. Those are your pros, friends. Los pros. Ahora, los contras. The cons. Let's get into these. So basically, no, a six-pack is better than a belly. Come on. A six-pack is typically seen as an indicator of physical fitness and dedication to health and wellness. It often suggests that the individual engages in regular exercise and has a disciplined approach to nutrition. Societal beauty standards often favour a toned and lean physique, making a six-pack more desirable to those who value these standards. Next. Generally, excessive belly fat is associated with higher risks of metabolic diseases, such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease, whereas a six-pack might imply a healthier body fat percentage. No, I've just got really fat legs. That's what it is. Anyway, a stronger core, which is necessary to attain a six-pack, often translates into better overall physical performance, balance, and strength, which can be beneficial in both everyday activities and sport. Okay, just to let you in on a secret, guys, this is going to be the first of a few shows based on body image, body standards. You know, we've done the media, we've done online payment kind of sources. Now, this week we're going to look a little bit at beauty standards because it's funny. It's funny and it's interesting because it is a hot topic in society today. So we're gonna focus in on this week. So this is the first topic: that bellies, they're just better than six-packs. Okay, Vero here says, true, not everyone can have a six-pack. What is really important is to lead a healthy life, adapted to the possibilities of each person. True story. I can't have a six-pack because I'm lazy. I was born genetically lazy. No, like, here's the truth, right? I've had, at one point in my life when I was at my healthiest, going to the gym every day, dieting, I had a six-pack. Most miserable time of my life, man. Because I was dieting every day, working out every day, miserable. Have you ever had a six-pack, Natch?
No, never.
Don't recommend it. It's just the worst. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks good. You know, it looks good. But it's just, like, it might be good for your physical health, for my mental health, not. And whereas, you know, I'm convinced about this, Natch. Whereas women may initially be attracted to that six-pack ab, you know, eventually it just feels like hugging a bag of golf balls, you know what I mean? What's better than hugging a little bit of belly? Having a little more to love, friends. Just more to love. All right, let's see what people... I don't understand the beauty of a six-pack on a woman's body. Yeah, no, me neither. I'm with Pedro on this. Because let's be honest, both men and women can have a six-pack, right? And kind of prefer, you know, a little bit of a normal body rather than a six-pack. I kind of prefer a more realistic body than, you know, what you might see in fashion magazines or health and fitness magazines. I like to have a little bit of something to hold on to, my friends. Anyway, let's continue. Pedro says, I can't understand the beauty of a six-pack on a woman's body, but I can't opine much about whether it's attractive on men. But I don't think it necessarily indicates health. Interesting. Yeah, no. Because let's face it, if you're starving, you're going to have a six-pack. And when you see a lot of these really defined six-packs, what a lot of people don't know, a huge amount of that definition comes from not drinking, from dehydration. And that's a fact. I didn't even know that. I worked out so much, like a whole year working out. Every day I had my six-pack abs. And I asked the guy, how do I make these more defined? He says, stop drinking. So, like, I'm already not eating what I enjoy. Now I have to stop drinking as well. Cheers. Stop drinking water. For 24 hours, you'll have better abs. No. That was like the beginning of the end of my Uber health journey right there. Min says, is a lack of self-care or discipline or sure self-acceptance? Is a six-pack a sign of discipline and a show that you care to take care of yourself? Oof, this is a tongue twister. Is a six-pack a sign of discipline and a show that you care to take care of yourself? Or is it a sign of vanity? To be fair, a six-pack isn't natural. Just working out, going for the 2% body fat. Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't consider a six-pack. Here's the thing. Like, although it's seen as sexy, I wouldn't consider it, like, sexy, honestly. It's just a sign of obsession. At the point in time where I was uber healthy and I had a six-pack, I was obsessed with my physicality. I was obsessed with it. And now I'm a little obsessed with frozen pizza, friends, and I'm a lot happier. Let's see. Exactly. They go through food and water starvation to develop a six-pack. There you go. Confirmed. Double confirmed. That's from Pedro. Urs, I'd rather have a six-pack, but not for being handsome, but for the lifestyle it means. You'd be surprised, Urs, how difficult. I mean, not for everybody. Some people just have those genetics, right? And they don't have to obsess like I did. But you'd be surprised how difficult it is to get and maintain a six-pack. Between 5 and 2% body fat, as Min said. It's crazy. There are several studies who claim a little amount of fat in your belly is even good for your health. I agree with that. This is Urs still. The point is a big belly, besides being disgusting, says you're on the verge of cardiovascular disease and diabetes. If you don't work on yourself, who is going to do it? True story. But you know what I mean? A belly doesn't mean a beer belly. A belly doesn't mean a massive belly. It doesn't mean being overweight or obese. A belly is anything where you don't see... For me, I don't know about for you, Natch. A belly is anything where you don't see the six-pack, right? Like, I used to obsess about it. Like, why don't I have a six-pack? Why do I have the little tire? Como en los muffins. Why have I got, like, this muffin thing around my... I'm working out every single day. I want my money back. And I don't even think now, as an older man, as a little bit more wise, you know, as a wiser human, someone who isn't obsessed with the way they look. I just kind of see now the work involved in gaining a six-pack. And yeah, it doesn't automatically translate as sexy for me in a woman's body. I'm not, again, I can't speak, just like Pedro, I can't speak for women. But, I mean, as a man, I don't find it particularly sexy. But it would seem that our media represents this as the ideal, right? Chris Hemsworth doesn't have a belly. However, you know, he did in one of the Avengers movie, and it was a big joke. Look at him, big fatty. Hello, I look like that. I look like that. What do you think about this, Natch?
I was thinking that, as a man in an heterosexual relationship, I think men usually prefer more kilos than less kilos, fewer kilos than in a woman. Yeah. But the other way around, I'm not sure. I think women really prefer a six-pack than a belly. Not sure, man.
Yeah, it's curious because you know what? I would completely agree with that statement. I think in terms of preference, and of course, not all women. Not all women.
No.
Yeah,
I want
we
to
get
generalize,
that.
but majority.
Yeah, I would say the same. Whereas, yeah, it's true. As a man, I would prefer a few extra pounds, more to love, and more to hold on to, more to keep me warm at night. But look, guys, that's just my opinion. And as Grandpa Boss used to say, opinions, they're like buttholes, friends. Everyone has one. They all stink, including mine. What I want to know is your opinion. Is a belly preferable to a six-pack? You've heard a variety of opinions here. There are more to come in the chat. I will read those after the break, as well as some opinions that were sent to me on Instagram. Friends, so many things you could have been doing this morning, the start of this beautiful week. But instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me and the Natch, and it means the world. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're listening to the one and only ProBoh Show live at 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 4 p.m. for our friends in Hong Kong and the Philippines. How are you doing out there, friends? What a show. If you're just tuning in, we spoke about an article from Swiss Info that outlined a Swiss study into mobile phone use that found that it harmed the quality of a man's sperm. There you go. We looked at the US money supply dwindling, and a phenomenon that has not been seen since the Great Depression. Some worrying news there. And also that hundreds of stars have vanished without a trace. I think it's Thanos, Natch. I think it's Thanos. He did a little snappity snap. And then we moved on to today's unpopular opinion, which was bellies, los barrigas, are preferable to a six-pack. Son preferibles a una tableta. Self-correction, Natch. Self-correction. Thank you.
Nivelazo.
So, yeah, we released a poll in the chat, and the results of that poll are coming in as we speak. I know one person in the chat couldn't vote, so I'll kind of factor that into the results if I can. Let's see. I did receive some messages on Instagram. Ooh. Okay. The results are more surprising than I thought. Okay, let me just make a note of the results. Yeah, okay. All right, friends. I get you. Okay, I did receive some comments on Instagram with regards to today's unpopular opinion. Ellie, I think, who's written to us before, she says, I love bellies. There's something so real about embracing the curves and the coziness it brings. Plus, who doesn't love someone who loves food? Yeah, I mean, amen. Amen, Ellie. Leo says, I think it's all about that fit look. That fit look. I think you've misspelt fat there. It's an A, not an I, Leo. Come on. It's all about that fit look, so a six-pack ab is in. But off the record, a belly can be a sign of good living and less stress about the gym. Yeah, totally. Did I remember how obsessed I was at that time? I would be in a terrible mood if I didn't work out that day for whatever reason. If you want to know some of those reasons, stay tuned for today's 100 Humans. So yeah, I mean, it's a complex issue. It's not quite as easy as, I don't want to go through the effort to have a six-pack. It's also about, what you personally find attractive. I mean, we're living in an age now where, having a preference over a six-pack, could that be seen as insulting? Is that fat-shaming? Do you feel like you're fat-shaming if you prefer a six-pack over not? I mean, personally, as a guy, it's quite easy. I prefer a little bit more Chicha, do you say in Spanish? I prefer something to hold on to. I prefer a little bit of something to cuddle. Rather than cuddling, a bag full of pool balls. Anyway, let's continue. Vero says, I have some friends who have a six-pack. I don't love them for that, but for who they are. Beautiful, Vero. Beautiful. Rob, I saw you last week and you seemed pretty fit. Didn't check your six-pack though. Well, there were 6 of us around that table. Combined, we had a six-pack. 1 pack each. I don't have a six-pack, Pedro. I have a keg. I'm carrying a keg around with me. Un barril. Let's see. What else? Min says, I think 50-50 is honestly the most fair. Neither are the ideal body, so it just depends on personal preferences. Pedro says, Rob, as to the vanishing stars, that's actually old news. It happened millions of years ago. Yeah, true. By the time that light got to us. True story. All right. So yeah, a complex issue today. And, and I think the Instagram vote kind of highlights that. Almost a 50-50 vote. And I think that is probably the most healthy, right? I think that is, as Min said before, 50-50 is probably the best way to look at this issue. It's true that as a society, I think we're getting much more sensitive, and especially when it comes to the issue of weight, right? We're living in a world where, offering an honest opinion about someone's dangerous, this is, I'm wading into some territory, Natch, where people are going to start sending me messages. Natch is nodding. Yeah, this is a complex issue, right? There is a fine line between being overweight and happy, which I would consider myself. I'm not overweight, if I'm honest with you. I have been in my life, but not dangerously so. But there is a growing kind of movement of people who are carrying around too much weight that just refuse to be criticized about that. I mean, too much weight. I mean, weight isn't a problem. Having fat isn't a problem. The phrase too much, I think, is applied when it affects your health. And where do we draw the line and call that fat shaming, or do we just call that concern? It's dangerous and it's difficult. I don't know the answer to that. And I assume you don't either. We're kind of delving into territory where personal freedom and the freedom to express an opinion is quite often considered detrimental. And maybe when that affects our ability to form and offer opinion, maybe that's in the detriment to society. I don't know. But what I will say is this. I personally prefer a little belly on myself, on the person that I'm with, because I know the extreme amount of effort that one has to go to achieve a six-pack. And let me tell you something. Not good. Not good. What they don't tell you is the amount you have to starve yourself and the amount you have to go, the thirst you have to endure to have defined six-pack abs. And of course, that's not me saying, bring on the big belly. No, I don't have a big belly, but I do have a belly. So I think 50-50 is the way to go. But what did you guys say in the chat? All right, so I made the statement, a belly is preferable to a six-pack. And you guys said 67% true. Although one person couldn't vote and they would have voted false, so it probably brought that down a little bit to closer to 50-50. I myself have a little belly and I love it, says Ferro. Yeah, me too. It gives me somewhere to lean my coffee cup in the morning. Like a little table. So yeah, I mean, what's the real answer to this? Well, as with most things in life, friends, the answer is a lot more of a shade of grey than the black and white that most people, and including the media, would have us believe, right? There is, and what's more sexy than the other? Well, that is completely objective. Whereas I prefer a little bit of extra weight, there are thousands, millions of people even out there who prefer more toned and defined bodies, and I can appreciate that, friends. It takes all sorts to make a world. So whereas, today's unpopular opinion is quite a black and white topic, I think we all answered in a very shade of grey, and I appreciate that, friends. Moving on, let's go to 100 humans. There you go, Natch. Done the 100. Yeah, wow, I was wading into some difficult territory there, dude. I do want to cover it though. I think it's worth talking about, right? When does genuine concern, like when medical professionals are starting to refrain from saying you need to lose weight because it's dangerous for your health, I think that's where we wade into kind of difficult territory, Anyway, let's move on to 100 humans, friends. It was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys, and on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. Today, I asked them to name an excuse for not going to the gym. Excusas para no ir al gimnasio. I asked them that question, they gave me their answers. I am in possession of the top 7 answers. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Excuses for not going to the gym. As always, we turn our attention to the Oracle in the next room. Oracle, what do you think?
Because it's too expensive.
Ooh, because it's too expensive. All right. Is it there, though? No, it's not. Sorry. Natch, this is 2 weeks in a row where you haven't gotten an answer. What's happening? It's just he hasn't had his full coffee yet. You've got to give him a break. He doesn't plug into the network until his second cup. All right, let's go to the chat. What are people saying here? Vero says sore muscles. Sore muscles. Sore. Is it there though? Yes, it is. Well done. How do you say that in Spanish, Natch? Having sore muscles.
Agujetas.
Agujetas. Very good, very good. Agujetas. I should have known that. I was in Spain when I was at my fittest. All right, sore muscles. Or dolorido. Que tienes los músculos doloridos. Ooh, Natch. All right. But sore muscles, it's there. Well done. It's the 4th most popular answer, with 15 of 100 humans saying an excuse for not going to the gym. Sore muscles. Coco, it's cold. It's too cold outside to go to the gym. I can't go outside. It's too cold. Or even, it's too warm. It's too hot. Can't go to the gym. It's too hot. Is it there? Too hot, too cold, temperature. Let me tell you something. In Spain, yes. But did the 100 humans say it? Yes, they did. Well done. Demasiado frío o calor. It's there. It's the 7th most popular answer, with 6 of 100 humans saying too hot or too cold outside. All right. I'm tired. Estoy cansado. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. Did anyone else say tired? Okay. No. Only Coco says I'm tired. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. And Coco with 20 of 100 humans. It's the number 1 answer. Well done. I'm exhausted. Agotado. Whoa. Too exhausted to go to the gym. All right. I do plan on going back to the gym, Natch, eventually. As soon as I quit smoking. Anytime now. Anytime. You still working out in the afternoons?
Yes.
Dude. I admire your dedication. I do at least 10 stands a day. 10 sits. Meditate 8 hours a night. Just I'm doing my bit to keep my body. My body is like a temple, Natch. My body is like a temple. But it's like one of those abandoned ones in India with monkey shit all over them. That's my body. That's my temple. All right, anyway, let's continue. Rafelka says, I've no time to go. Too busy. I'm too busy. Excuses for not going to the gym. Too busy. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. It's there. It's the fourth most popular answer with 16 of 100 humans. Ocupado. Estoy ocupado. Too busy to go. Well done. Oh, no. Third most popular. You identified sort as well. What's happening here? What's happening here, 100 humans? All right. Let's continue. I'm injured. I'm injured. I'm injured. He's injured there. That's from Pedro from Instagram. Injured. No, it's not. No, it's not there. Injured is not there. It's close to one, but it's not there. And plus, I think that's closely related to sore muscles. You can't go. My muscles hurt. All right. I think Vero here says job meeting. I think that's kind of linked to too busy. I'm too busy to go. It's crowded. Oh, here we go. It's crowded. Too crowded, says Pedro. Is it there? No, it's not. God, amen to that, dude. Amen to that. That's one thing that's holding me back psychologically from going to the gym is the amount of people in there. And you just get the tourists in there looking at their phones while sat on the machine. You know, I'm working out my thumbs. Whatever. Los Bulgaris. Great answer. It's crowded, but not there. Natch is giving us a chance for once, says Min. That's it. He's not identifying them, just to open the floor to you guys. Rafelka says it's raining. I think that's kind of like too hot, too cold. Maybe it's too wet. I'm too fat to go to the gym. Says Pedro. He's too fat there. You know what? I'm going to give it to you. All right. Why not? I've overindulged. I ate too much last night. I drank too much. I overindulged is there with 13 of 100 humans saying that one. And it's in 5th place. Well done. All right. Okay, I'm going to give you a little clue. It's not having sore muscles. It's not having injured yourself. But it is a physical thing that happens to you. And you maybe miss the gym. You maybe miss work. You maybe miss school. What is it? All right, anyway, let's continue on with what we have. I don't have the proper clothes. I'm missing my gear, dude. That was me in physical education class in school every week. No, I can't work out today. I haven't brought my shorts and t-shirt. At your school, did they make you do gym in your underwear?
My underwear?
Yeah.
No.
No, they did at mine, man. And it was miserable. Because if you know anything about me, my underwear, there's more hole than there is fabric. And it's been that way my whole life. Okay, let's see. There are too many fit people and it depresses me, says... oh, wait, no, sorry, we didn't get to that. I don't have the proper clothes. I'm lacking the gear. Falta de equipo. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Okay, Vero says, I've got more interesting things to do. It's not there, Vero. It's not there. Okay, so I said a physical thing that happens to you. Pedro says a headache. Would you miss work because of a headache? Maybe. I mean, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it to you, Pedro. Why not? The answer I was looking for was ill. I'm ill. I have a cold, flu. I'm ill. I can't go because I'm ill. All right, friends, let's go through the list. I asked 100 humans to name excusas, for not going to the gym. Para no ir al gimnasio. In position number 7. Que hace demasiado frío. O calor. Has to be in that sweet spot for me to go to the gym. It's demasiado frío o calor, too hot or too cold outside. It's in position number 7. 6. Ooh, me and the 100 humans in unison. 6 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 6, I'm lacking the gear. Falta de equipo. I haven't brought my t-shirt, my shorts. Can't go. Don't want to work out in my underwear like at school. In position number
5.
I overindulged. I drank too much, ate too much. Yeah, no, I just can't go. I'm too fat right now. In position number
4.
we had sore muscles. Agujetas. Thank you. Yeah, agujetas. How do you say a needle? Or
Aguja.
aguja. Okay. See that. Oh, Natch. I just had one of those moments where my brain exploded a little bit. Agujas, agujetas, like little need. Oh, dude. Spanish makes so much sense. Everything except for the gender association with every word. All right, sore muscles. Dolorido, son dolorido. They're painful. In position number
3.
I'm too busy. Estoy ocupado. No puedo. I'm too busy. In position number
2.
in 18 of 100 humans, I'm ill. I'm too ill to go to the gym. And finally, in position number
1.
well done to, who was it who said this one? Coco. Well done. I'm exhausted. Estoy agotado. I have nothing left to give. All right, on that note, let's go to today's Complete the News.
Complete the news.
All right, friends, it's time for Complete the News. I'm going to give you a real news headline, but I'm going to leave out some important information. With the options that I give you, you will complete the news. Okay, if you're one of the many people watching the show right now but not participating, friends, this is your moment, because all you have to write is A, B, or C. You'll get how this works very quickly. Okay, here we go. Colombia goes to war with blank. Colombia entra en guerra contra blank. Goes to war with. Entra en guerra contra. What is it? Is it A, Sofia Vergara's family? From I don't know what she's from. A bunch of movies. The sitcom about the family. Modern Family. There you go. Sofia Vergara's family. La familia de Sofia Vergara. Is it B, Pablo Escobar's Hippos? Los hipopótamos de Pablo Escobar. Or is it C, Shakira's tax accountant? El contable de Shakira. A, B, or C? Colombia goes to war with A, Sofia Vergara's family, B, Pablo Escobar's Hippos, or C, Shakira's tax accountant. What do you think, Natch?
Pablo Escobar's Hippos?
Yeah. Pablo's, could be. He had a wide range of interests, Natch, not just drugs. Maybe Hippos was one of them. The chat is actually with you on this one. Unanimously, other than Pedro, who says Sofia Vergara's family, everyone else is saying B, Pablo Escobar's Hippos. Let's see if they're correct. Colombia entra en guerra contra. Colombia goes to war with... The answer is indeed B, Pablo Escobar's Hippos. Well done, friends. Los hipopótamos de Pablo Escobar. Colombian government is tackling the issue of a booming population of invasive hippos, originally introduced by the infamous drug lord Pablo Escobar. These hippos, now over 160 strong, were left to thrive at Escobar's former estate, Hacienda Nápoles. After his death in 1993. With no natural predators, they have spread to nearby ecosystems, raising concerns about their impact on local wildlife and potential dangers to humans. There you go, yeah. Colombia is going to war against Pablo Escobar's hippos. Apparently they are super dangerous and aggressive hippos. Anyway, let's move on. Next one, final one. It was too random, says the bridge. Yeah, I should have made the other options a little more random too. It is Colombia, US state, or Colombia country. Colombia country. Sorry, I should have. I thought I'd give you a clue by mentioning 3 famous Colombians. All right, anyway, let's go. Next one. According to an ex-aide, un ayudante, an ex-aide, Boris Johnson asked scientists if blank could kill COVID. Boris Johnson preguntó a los científicos si blank podía matar a COVID, según un ex-ayudante. What did Boris Johnson ask scientists if it could kill COVID? Is it A, vodka, B, Rambo, Sylvester Stallone's famous character Rambo, or is it C, a hairdryer? There are no bad answers. There are no bad answers. Boris Johnson asked scientists if blank could kill COVID, says an ex-aide, un ex-ayudante. Boris Johnson preguntó a los científicos si blank podía matar a COVID. Well, what was it? A, vodka. B, Rambo. Or C, a hairdryer. What do you think, Natch?
See, a hairdryer.
You think a hairdryer? Funnily enough, no one's going for Rambo. I mean, he's a very, very effective murderer. But no one's saying it. You've been outvoted in the chat, Natch. Other than the bridge who says a hairdryer too, everybody else is saying a vodka. All right, let's see. Let's see who's right. According to an ex-aide, Boris Johnson asked scientists if a hairdryer could kill COVID. Congratulations to Natch and the bridge. Well done, guys. Yeah, it's true. Former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson reportedly asked the government scientists if COVID-19 could be killed by using a special hairdryer up the nose. Oh, Boris. Go home. You're drunk. All right, friends. Look, what an amazing show today. Thank you so much for participating in the best part of my day every day. So many things you could have been doing. Instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me and the Natch, and it means the world. See you next time.